Hallo, welkom by Farm Space. Ons is hier by Devlan Limousins en ons gesels bietjie met John. En as jy nou nog nie weet wie hy is nie, of wie Devlan is nie, dan slaap jy vir die 30 jaar of jy is eenvoudig net nie in die stoetbedryf nie. Ons gaan bietjie met hom gesels oor die stoet wat nou so pas weer verjaarsdag gevier het en wat vir hom voorlê. En kom luister 'n bietjie saam. John, welcome to Farm Space once again.
Yeah, lovely to have you here, Tinas and Angelique. Really great.
Yeah, and we just had rain in time, so the felt is looking lovely, and the dam is nice and full.
Yeah, we're very blessed with the rain that we've had recently. The dam, we were very dry till the end of last month, and then suddenly the heavens opened, and we've been truly blessed. The dam got to 110% full with 8 sluice gates open.
Yeah, that's amazing. John, let's quickly start with about the stud. You sort of happened to fall in love with cattle. You didn't grow up with it necessarily, and it's now been almost 3 decades. If I'm right.
That's quite right. We bought our farms in 1988, and the first farm, and we bought a commercial herd, and then we bought for a Limousin bull from Willie van Eerden in Vereniging.
Yeah.
And we used this Limousin bull on these commercial Brahman cattle, and the amazing calves just came out. We won a lot of slaughter competitions in Vereniging, and then we decided to get into the Limousin stud. The appealing nature of these animals, with their muscle, really appealed to us. We were a bit apprehensive about it, and then we used this bull on these commercial cows. In one breeding season, we got over 60 pregnant, just like that. So quite remarkable.
John, those who know you and has been in the stud game for a while, especially Limousins, know that your love for cattle, also love for showing cattle, competing against other breeds, measuring yourself against the best out there, and you've been doing it for so many years. And if you look around, you've won so many trophies. Where did this all happen for you that you decided I love showcasing animals, I love competing, and I love knowing what other people are doing and what I can learn?
Yeah. Well, we originally got into the stud in around about 1992. And I battled. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a chartered accountant in Johannesburg trying to do this thing part-time, and I really did battle. So I thought we'd bred a beautiful, muscular bull. And in 1998, we entered the Bloemfontein show, and I drove this bull all the way down there thinking I was going to win. And we went into the ring, and they just took this beautiful bull, which I thought was magnificent, and shoved him one side, and I thought, well, we'd won. And the next minute, they placed all the other animals. They spent a bit of time with them, placed them all, and just yacht him out the ring. So that's just my start to showing. So I realized I was in desperate need for some help, and I needed a mentor and somebody. And I went to Willem Pistorius, who was the president at the time. And I said, Willem, I'm either out of here or I'm going to sell up, or please can you refer me to somebody who can help? And he introduced me to Mr. Chris Maria. And Mr. Chris Maria, we sat down for the first 4 hours discussing what we should be doing and what our goals should be, and breeding middle of the road, balanced, well-adapted cattle. And we started. And then I think in 1999, we attended the Bloemfontein show again with 3 animals. And we won 7 firsts, which was quite a remarkable achievement for me, and my head was rather big, but the bug had bitten. And that's how it all started, and that's how I got into showing.
Yeah. John, one of the things and sort of criticisms that you do get with showing is that people say the cow that it wins on those competitions, or the bull, aren't necessarily your best production animals on the farm. They aren't necessarily the most adaptive. They look good, but your herd is a proof that is not true. With a herd, I think you told me last night, a herd average in ICP average of 370. Is it, or there and thereabouts?
372. Yeah.
Animals aren't just phenotypically correct for showing, but at the end of the day, they are productive animals on the farm, and they have to be, because if you don't get a calf every year, you might as well stop what you're doing.
Quite right. I think with showing, you take the animals out their natural environment and you put them into an artificial feeding environment, and it's all very nice and they look beautiful, and you go there to compete and see how your animals are doing against the other fellow breeders, and then also you understand at a show what's required in terms of your breeding policy and what you should be doing. So that has helped me enormously. And the other thing is competing against the interbreeds, against all the other breeds, also very difficult. And it's very difficult to win a Gold Cup. And we've been quite good at that. So once you found a formula that works, you just stick to it and keep going. So with our herd, what we do is we select for femininity and fertility. Those are the two most important goals in this herd. It's 60% of our breeding goals, and we really focus on that. And I was very pleased. We did a sheath wash and fertility test on our bulls the other day. The percentages of semen were 80% plus. Amazing for 13 bulls, and that tells you how fertile. If our bulls are fertile,
of the semen.
yeah, if the bulls are fertile, your cows must be fertile.
Yeah,
and so that's and we're very strict. We have breeding seasons. We bull in, bull out, and we fortunately, when the vet comes along and does his fertility test, we do well, and that's how we get our, and we manage it with age first calf, days last calf, and into calving period. That's how we manage it.
Have you found focusing on fertility and femininity that the animals adapt themselves? So if you choose for the animals that it is fertile in this area, that does well in this area, in terms of their ICP, they give you a calf every year. They are naturally well adapted overall, and you don't have to worry about it because that's going to happen. They're going to still carry the meat. They're going to still give you that animal you do want, and it's that calf that gives you a slaughter weight that you actually need at the end of the day.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think, as I said, the showing takes them out the natural environment. Our mother herd, the females that are doing the work on this farm, are out there on a lick. They've got to try. The bulls are with them. They've got to get pregnant, and if they don't get pregnant, well, they're sold. They're gone. They leave this farm. So that's another reason we are so strict about our fertility and femininity. I'm proud to say we are the largest herd in the country with the best ICP in the country.
Yeah.
So that also
that does say something about it, and it does say something about the Limousin as well as a fertile breed. They used to be quite a large frame. These days they're more medium framed animals. So you are looking at animals that are still fertile, but they do give you that they are wanted by your feedlots. They are wanted by the bulls. Are wanted by your commercial farmers in the crossbreeding programs. So then they work well and they adapt well.
Yeah, they certainly do. No, we very. That's why I love the Limousin. I mean, it's just an amazing animal. It's got this F94L profit gene, all the things that you've just been mentioning.
Yeah.
No easy calving. I think you've seen this last night. Two lovely small little calves, unassisted, just popping out, and that's how we like to farm.
And if you look at the udders and the milk that comes with them, that was just beautiful to see that udder and the female.
No, that's another thing we're quite proud of. We do select the udders, and I think our udders are not too bad, not too shabby. They're not all perfect, but we do work hard at that. Yeah.
John, talking about the female that you saw this morning, you've got an auction coming up about 3-4 months from now. What are we looking for? I know she's one of the animals that's going to auction. How are you thinking about changing the way you do your production auctions every year from now on?
Well, the last auction we offered some very good. Well, we thought they were very good older cows, and the market said to us they don't want older cows. They want younger females. So we're on a mission to give the market what they want. and I think it'll be a first in the Limousin breed where there are going to be so many younger heifers, northern calf heifers, pregnant heifers, a lot of them, and then younger animals. That'll be the oldest animal on sale, and she is a 2017 animal, and she'll be the oldest animal on sale, and the rest will be youngsters. So it's the 30th anniversary sale, which we're quite proud of. I can't believe it. 30 years has gone so quickly. We've had a lot of fun. We're excited about the sale. We're excited about the offering that what we're putting on the sale, and there are going to be some beautiful young females and some excellent bulls. Not too many bulls. It's not the time of the year to sell bulls, but it's on the 18th of March next year, and we're looking forward to it.
Now, you're selling a few 20s in there as well, and 19s. But what is amazing is how early maturing these bulls are. If you look at it, you can easily mistake them for 4 or 5-year-old bull that's walking around here.
Yeah, those are some of the show bulls that we've brought up and fed a little bit extra, but they're looking good, and they'll be available for everybody's consideration. Yeah.
Especially looking at those bulls. Yes, they stud bulls. Especially one or two of them can work in any stud.
Yeah.
But then any commercial farmer won't go wrong looking at these animals to say, listen, I want to breed something that can work in my area. It's fertile, and it's going to stay in shape and not fall apart when it comes to my farm.
No, absolutely. Some of the bulls are very strong. They've got excellent genetics behind their names. They've got great figures, and because they'll go and do the job in any herd. And so we hope that you'll come and come to the day.
John, looking forward to it, but we'll definitely visit the farm again before the auction. But yeah, good luck with the preparations, and then we'll see you after Christmas.
No, thanks so much, Tinus. It's great to have you here. Thank you.
Okay, nou uit hulle dit John Devonport hierso van Devlan Limousins. Maak seker daar's ons 18 Maart, dan kry ons jou hierso op die plaas vir die veiling. Man tussen, kyk maar uit vir 'n paar video's, kyk maar uit vir 'n paar dinge. Baie sterk, een of twee baie sterk bulle waarvoor jy moet uitkyk, maar ek dink die hoogtepunt is, as mense so sê, die vrugbaarheid, die lyne en 'n stoet wat na 30 jaar homself bewys het, nie net in die ring nie, met kwaliteit, fenotipiese diere nie, maar ook op EBV's waar jy kyk na 'n vrugbaarheidskudde waar jy nie verkeerd gaan nie. So, kommersiële stoet, maak seker jy kom uit. Tot die volgende keer. Totsiens.